And welcome back. This is Eventually Late. I'm your host, Brent Carlson. Well, it seems that making up is hard to do in the Middle East, as yet another skirmish arose last week at the Miss Universe pageant, as video was shown depicting Miss Israel giving Miss Palestine the evil eye. In an interview following the pageant, the Israeli contestant insisted that she was not side-eyeing her fellow contestant, she was just checking for weapons. Oh, trust but verify. Well, more concerning news from the immigration scene emerged this week after a hammer-wielding Mexican teenager was arrested for attacking a female jogger in Texas. Sergio Noah de Nova Duarte, a 17-year-old illegal immigrant from Mexico, is accused of attacking a woman out for a run with a hammer, and then allegedly tried to duct tape the victim before she was able to escape. In response, noted genius Jasmine Crockett said this was just a case of mistaken identity, as she remarked that the young Mexican simply mistook the jogger for a sheet of drywall. I don't know. I've never seen drywall run. Well, later in the week, Crockett fell victim to yet another case of mistaken identity, as she called out her Republican colleagues for receiving donations from Jeffrey Epstein. The only problem was that it was Dr. Jeffrey Epstein, the Long Island neurosurgeon, and not the notorious sex trafficker. This recounts yet even another time where Crockett even misidentified herself as Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. You would think that would be hard to do. Well, Georgia fans weren't the only ones cheering this past weekend after this Bulldogs supporter gave the entire nation something to cheer about. This screen grab of the Georgia beauty became an internet sensation within minutes. Merely hours later, the Georgia beauty, simply identified as Harley, posted yet another picture of herself, this time on the space station. I mean, I don't know what kind of support they make for him up there. Well, before I go any further, I'd be hopeless if I didn't ask everyone to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to help the channel get to that dream of 100 subscribers. Gay wool. Yeah, gay wool. It's a thing. The wool of effeminate sheep sashayed its way onto the New York Fashion Show stage in order to campaign against the slaughter of non-performing rams. I Will Survive was created to rescue rams that refuse to mate with their female counterparts. In response, another rescue group has been created for female sheep refusing to mate with their male counterparts. The name of the group? You guessed it. No. You. Seems kind of harsh. Well, a gold pocket watch recovered from one of the richest passengers aboard the Titanic, Isidore Straus, may become the most expensive artifact ever sold from the famous shipwreck. The timepiece still reads 2:20 a.m., the exact moment the ship went below the waterline. Apparently, the timepiece was good up to 1 feet deep. Actually, I think it's 1 foot deep, but you know. Well, if you're waiting for some fashionable representation, you'll have to wait a little bit longer, as Kim Kardashian has flunked her first try at the bar exam. And if you were looking to get that toothache fix, just know Stevie Wonder just failed his third dental exam. That's trust. That's trust. Well, an Army gynecologist is alleged to have taken secret videos of at least 25 patients at the Fort Hood Army base. While the doctor has been fired and dishonorably discharged, the video did make the top 10 list of when animals attack. I don't know what they're getting at there. You know. Well, President Trump has announced that if you're an immigrant that's carrying a little extra behind the belt, that your immigration status could be in trouble. The administration said it will implement measures that could deny entry to migrants that exhibit potential health issues such as heart and respiratory diseases, as well as obesity. From now on, all applicants must be able to fit into this measurement box in order to enter the country. Does anybody's ever fit in that thing? No. Well, if you think AI is moving in on your love game, guess again. As a Japanese woman has married her AI-generated groom. She named Loon Klaus. Kano, 32, married the computer-generated man after her real-life engagement fell apart. Well, at the wedding reception, one of Klaus's brothers asked what they thought of the marriage, and they were quoted only as stating, "That poor, poor bastard." Seems pretty common at most wedding receptions. Well, the new bride was excited about her nuptials and was looking forward to the honeymoon. She didn't reveal the destination, but it's safe to say it won't be to the United States. Gotta fit in that bin. Well, one of those social media stories that you never ask for gave a list of notable celebrities who changed their political affiliations. Reagan, Trump, and Dennis Miller were among those going from Democrat to Republican, whereas Caitlyn Jenner was the lone celebrity that went from Republican to Unclear. I'll say. Yeah, because of the penis. And finally, if you're still able to watch this show on your phone, that means you're probably not in prison for waterboarding your teenager for saying the phrase 6/7 for the 67,000th time. You'll also be interested to know that the term allegedly has its roots in none other than the works of William Shakespeare. The reference to the popular phrase can be found in Shakespeare's lesser-known work, A Fortnight of Assholes. And that's all from us here at Eventually Late. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and above all, tell all your friends. Thanks for joining us.